There are all types of crosses. Crosses come in all kinds of styles and shapes. Some are big and some are small. Some are simple. Some are more elaborate. And no, I am not talking about the kinds of crosses that we put in our homes or in our churches. I'm talking about the crosses in our lives. The crosses that visit us as we make our way through our days also come in all sizes and shapes. They are never fun, and they visit us all. I suggest that there are two basic categories of crosses. The first type of crosses are the ones that life throws at us. You know, sometimes these crosses come as the pain of transition or injury, maybe, the loneliness of a rejection or a failure, the heartache of goodbye. And sometimes these crosses are enormous. Their weight seems unbearable. A betrayal, the mental illness of the family member that seems to divide us, the news of our own impending death or the death of a loved one. We don't think we could bear the weight of these crosses, that we will be crushed beneath them. The first category of crosses are the ones that life throws at us. These crosses come in all sizes and shapes. They are never fun, and they visit us all. Today, what Jesus talks about is the second type of crosses. These crosses are the ones that, well, really, we choose. The crosses that we are willing to absorb out of love for one another. You know, in the moment, we probably would never use the term cross. We wouldn't even usually think of it. It's just what we do, right? Because we care. It's the suffering that just comes from choosing to live with integrity. We choose to be kind and other-centered. These crosses are the freely chosen sufferings of love. Jesus wants us to know up front that if we follow him, it will be hard. He wants us to know what we are getting ourselves into. His beautiful way, his life-giving way, is the way of the cross. If we love, we will hurt. The more we love, the more we hurt. Oh, yes, we will know deep, deep joy and meaning. We will know real life, actually. I mean, because there is truly no other way to a truly meaningful, worthy life than to be willing, like Jesus, to choose the crosses of love. It's just that it's not easy. Christ's way is hard. If we would follow him in reality and not just in name, he wants us to walk in with eyes open to what we are getting ourselves into. Personally, sometimes I still get a bit surprised when I meet the cross. You might think after 42 years of priesthood, I would know to expect it. I guess I just forget, or unconsciously tell myself, well, this shouldn't be true. When I'm discouraged and feeling a bit beaten up, I'm actually comforted by the words of Jesus today. Maybe it's not that there's something wrong with me, that I just can't figure out how to make everything okay in my head and heart. Jesus told me to expect this. The cross hurts. Suffering is lonely and hard. And then I remember, I really wouldn't want another life. There's a joy I know I couldn't find in any other way than his way. And some might wonder, why does all of this even need to be said? Well, because there is the part of us which is tempted to be selfish, which thinks that we could create a world where we mostly protect ourselves from everything but our own little securities and comforts. And though there is no way to keep ourselves free from all pain and letting go, there is a way to avoid some suffering. That way is to not care, to not be involved, to mostly be selfish. There's a price to pay for that. The price is we won't know the joy of being truly human. We won't know what it's like to, like Jesus, be authentic, loving human beings. We won't know the most profound joy that is available in life for us. Yes, there is a price to pay for love. We all know it. For example, every mom or dad, from those times you spend the night worried about and caring for a child who is sick, to the time that you drive that kid off and drop them off at college and drive home alone. Parenthood is a visceral experience of the letting go that is at the heart of love. Whatever our life's calling, his way is hard. But I hope you know it's worth it. Don't you? Can you remember a time where you paid a price for what was right, where you suffered for love, and that you're glad that you did? Didn't some part of you know that this is what you wanted to do? This is who you are. Yes, the cross hurts. And at the same time, I tell you with all my heart and with every fiber of my being that it is worth it. His difficult way is the path to deep joy and meaning. Again, it's the only kind of life I would ever want. Yeah, in rooms and churches, there are all kinds and shapes and sizes of crosses. So in our lives, there are the crosses that life throws at us, but there is another cross, the freely chosen suffering of love. That is the cross that leads to life.